Guns, Germs, and Steel: The Fates of Human Societies. Jared Diamond, Ph.D. Why did some civilizations rise to dominate the world while others remained small and isolated? In Guns, Germs, and Steel, Jared Diamond seeks to answer this question not through race or intelligence, but through geography, biology, and environment. The story begins with a question posed to Diamond by a New Guinean man named Yali. Why is it that you white people have so much cargo, and we New Guineans have so little? This question becomes the heart of the book, a search for the root causes of global inequality. Diamond explains that the key differences among human societies stem from the environments they developed in. Regions with domesticable plants and animals gained immense advantages. The Fertile Crescent, for example, had wild wheat, barley, sheep, and goats, species that could be tamed and farmed efficiently. Farming allowed people to produce food surpluses, which supported specialists, soldiers, rulers, inventors, who built complex societies. Meanwhile, in areas without such species, like sub-Saharan Africa or the Americas, progress was slower not because of lack of talent, but because of nature's constraints. Geography shaped the spread of these innovations. Eurasia's east-west orientation allowed crops, animals, and ideas to move easily along similar climates and latitudes. By contrast, Africa and the Americas ran north-south, with vast deserts and jungles blocking exchange. As a result, farming, writing, and metal tools spread unevenly across the globe. Those who had them gained power over those who didn't. From these advantages came the guns, germs, and steel of Diamond's title. Societies that developed early agriculture and technology built armies and empires. They also carried deadly germs. Smallpox, measles, influenza evolved from their domestic animals. When Europeans reached the Americas, these germs decimated native populations before battles even began. Thus, conquest was as much about microbes as muskets. Diamond also examines how writing and political organization reinforced dominance. Written records enabled administration, taxation, and the preservation of knowledge across generations. Centralized governments coordinated labor for irrigation and defense. Over time, these systems became self-reinforcing, giving Eurasian civilizations a lasting head start. In the final chapters, Diamond stresses that his explanation is not about superiority of people, but of place. Geography, not genetics, determined which societies would invent ships, steel, and gunpowder, and which would remain hunter-gatherers. The story of humanity's unequal fates, he argues, is ultimately the story of environmental luck. Guns, germs, and steel closes with a humbling lesson. The world's inequalities were shaped by geography, not destiny. The seeds of power lay not in intellect or will, but in the simple accidents of where our ancestors lived, what plants grew there, and which animals could be tamed.